So in the recent times, you would have seen that the popularity of dash cams has increased tremendously, and that is primarily for cars because, over the recent couple of months and years, there have been a lot of incidents here in Bangalore especially, wherein people traveling in car with their wife and kids and family, they have been attacked by goons for some or the other nonsense. So yeah, that is why these dash cams have become quite popular, but there is not much for motorcycles. Now you can say that I can have my GoPro or whatever action camera mounted on my helmet and I can record it, but keep in mind that GoPros or other action cameras, they run out of memory very fast. That is one problem. Second thing is the battery would die very fast in no time, right? So you cannot have it recording the entire trip, let's say from your home to office or whatever, any other place that you're visiting. You cannot have the GoPro recording it all the time, right? So for those reasons, we need the dash cams, and here is one of the most affordable dash cams. So this is, again, as I said, it's a Mercylion M1000. What the dash cam is, how do we install it, and finally, is it any good? Is it worth investing? And in case if you do want to get this thing, I would leave the coupon code that is you can use to get 10% off on this. We'll talk about that later. First, let's understand what is inside this package, and then let's try to install it, and then let's run some daytime and nighttime footage. Okay, let's see what's inside the box. So there goes the cover. You have a small user manual here, and that's a small cover. We remove it, and these are the parts, right? So you have one camera unit here, another camera unit here. This is the controller, or what they call it as the host. I'll explain what exactly this does. This has two buttons. One is for taking screenshots, another is the lock button. We'll go over these later on. And then we have the wiring harness. The good thing about this Mercylion camera is that they give the wiring based upon the camera position, right? So this is a front camera. That is why you see it's written here B007F, and the length of the wire is not a lot because apparently this module, right, the controller module, we will be mounting it somewhere over here on the handlebar, and the front camera wiring would go from here. That's why, because since it's mounting towards the front, we don't need a lot of wiring. So that is one good thing. So this is the front camera. Let me take it out and remove it. And now we have the rear camera here. This is the main wiring harness. So you can see there are three ports. One of them would be for ground, another accessory, another is for the positive, and this will go and connect with the camera. And this is some other hardware, the mounting kit for the handlebar. You have different sizes of these clamps, what you need to fix based upon the width of the handlebar. And some other parts here, again it comes with an Allen key, there's a screwdriver, there are some zip ties, almost everything that you would need. They have also given a small USB card reader. So basically this controller unit, it comes with a 32 gigs card that is inside this. You can see it's written here, TF card. So this is 100% waterproof. This has a small rubber gasket alongside this, behind this part. So this is waterproof, and yeah, the SD card is already inside this. We are not using a new one. If required, maybe later we can switch to a 64 gigs or maybe 128 gigs or something. But yeah, this is the entire module. There is some more of the wiring. As I was saying, the rear camera needs longer wiring. That's why they have given a bit of extra wiring for this. So this is all the hardware that you need. Now, what we have to do here is that we will remove this panel. I've already taken this bolt out, right? So we will remove this panel from my motorcycle. We have to take out the seat, access the battery, and the rear camera. We are thinking that we'll fix it somewhere over here because this part does not have a lot of vibration. On Ninja, this is quite stable. This is very sturdy. So I'll mount the dash cam, the rear cam here. The front cam, I'm thinking that I would mount it underneath this or maybe on the front mud flap somewhere here. Let us see. I will figure it out, or I can even mount it here as well, because that way it would be actually hidden, and there is not a, as I said, right, on Ninja there is not a lot of vibration that would come across. Okay, so this is the main harness, right? Here you can see it's written ACC. This is accessory. So what I'm going to do is I will probably mount it or hook it up to the tail lamp. And then we have this yellow wire which says BAT B+. So we are going to connect this to the positive terminal of the battery, which is here. 2 wires done. The third one is a black one. Sorry. So this is ground. So this we can hook it up anywhere. Let's say here, or on this side or anywhere. Just this is just a ground, right? We can hook it up anywhere. So these are the 3 wires. We are going to connect these 3 wires with the battery and the rear tail lamp, and then we will be left with this one port which will connect to the main controller, and the controller will connect to the 2 cameras. So let's proceed. For now, let me hook it up and then I'll show it to you. Alright, so this is how I mounted the rear camera. This is on the rear mud fender. This entire assembly, as I said in the beginning, there's not a lot of vibration here, and the wire is channeled from here, from underneath basically. Let me open the seat and I can show it. So you have this passage from here, the wire from underneath, any accessory that would come out. So yeah, this is the part. This is from where I've pulled the wire out, the wire in, and then it has been channeled all the way from here from behind this entire part underneath the tank, and then it comes out here. You can see the connector there. I've left this connector out, hanging out, because I would want to make it plug and play. Sometimes if I'm not using the motorcycle, I do not want it to drain the battery, so I have kept that part outside. Rest everything has been hooked up here. You can see the zip ties. Everything is tightly packed in here, and the front camera has been mounted here on the windscreen, and the wire has been channeled from behind. You can see that wire. That wire has been channeled from behind this, and just come out from here. Again, I've taken it inside, and then from behind this fairing the wire has come out, and again, as you saw, it is all packed up there. Okay, now let me explain you the features and the functionalities, right? So this is the main host, or what you call it, the controller modules. It has a camera icon. What it does is, once you press it, whatever is in front of you or in front of the front camera, it will take a photo of that. Whatever is in the front of the rear camera, it will take a photo and it will save it in the photos gallery. Then you have this lock icon. So what this does is, once you press it, it will lock the particular footage, one footage after that, so that in case if you want it, right, you can retrieve it later on and it will be locked, so it will not be deleted, because as I said, this has an overriding functionality. As soon as the memory card goes full, it will loop it, it will again start deleting the previous ones and overwriting. But if you have pressed the lock button, then that particular footage and the other footages around that, like 1 or 2 footages plus or minus, that will not be deleted, that will be locked, and you can always retrieve it. Plus, as you can see right now, the ignition is turned off, but it is still recording, because it is detecting some sort of a theft, right? Because I'm moving the motorcycle, so it is actually detecting a theft. To avoid that, again, there will be one footage that will be recorded from the front camera, one from the rear camera, and that will be saved in the memory card. And now let's go over the footages. Let's see what the quality of the video is, and then let's understand that should we buy this product or not. Alright folks, now let's take a look at the app and how do we retrieve the files and the video quality. So here is the Mercylion app. We launch it. Let me go back a little bit. First thing what you have to do is you need to go to your Wi-Fi, and then you have to search. You'll see this M1000, whatever it is, then you tap on it. The password you need to enter is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. App is little finicky. It has a mind of its own. Sometimes it connects, sometimes it doesn't. Especially on Android, I have not been able to connect it. On iOS, it does connect. But then, yeah, it's a little finicky. So by default, you will get this page which says me. Then you have an option at the bottom called DVR. You press on that, it will say Wi-Fi connect. You say connect, and then it will connect, right? So this will give you the live view of what is in front of you and what is behind you. You can switch between the cameras. Once you tap on switch, now it is the front camera. And yeah, there is some line on the top. There is some problem with the wiring, it seems. And when you tap on switch again, it will go back to the rear camera. So the vehicle standing behind me, I can read the number easily. You can stop the recording, and what you can do for retrieving your videos is you go to this album section. Once you go there, it will say stop recording, confirm, and this is where all the videos that have been recorded so far will be listed, right? So, and then if you need to download any specific video, you tap on edit, you tap on the video, select whichever video you want to download, and then you get the download button at the bottom. You tap on that, and then the videos will start downloading. It's quite simple, quite straight. The quality of the video is not so good. I mean, of course, you cannot use it for your vlogging purpose. If you're serious about vlogging, that's the main problem. Otherwise, yeah, it does the job, it works fine. There are photos which you can take, whatever photos you have taken. Let's say this vehicle behind me, it just took a photograph. So these things you can do, but yeah, it's a little finicky. So yeah, there it is guys, the Mercylion M1000 motorcycle dash camera. Good points, it works the way a dash camera should work. It records whatever is in the front of the front camera, whatever is there in the rear. And the not so good points are the app. It does not connect on Android. I tried 3 different phones. Let me remind you, I was not able to connect on any of the phone. Android, yeah, there's a problem. iOS works absolutely fine. And downloading the footage sometimes is a little tricky. Sometimes it does work. Sometimes it would like fail after 90% downloading. And yeah, that app, I think if they fix the app, it's a camera that is definitely worth. So yeah, in case you want to buy it, please use the coupon code in the description. That would get you like 10% off across all Mercylion products. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys again. Bye bye.